Okay, let's get started here. Here we go again. You know who to vote for, Obama, baby. So we can move forward, baby. Yes. Let's get right to it. The violence that's going on right now, it's ridiculous. It's this guy who, shoot, I don't even know the guy's name. I can't pronounce his name, but this guy who's here in America, who he's got meth charges. He got a whole bunch of things that he's done. He's got the law after him before he even made this movie. This thing that's been put on YouTube that's created all this. Now, I think it's somebody in the Republican Party, somebody in Mitch's party did this, hoping that it would stir up what it stirred up. Now, not only in Cairo, Egypt, are things going crazy. These mothers are acting crazy. You got in a couple of other embassies and a couple of other Muslim places. It's I'm sure Obama's going to be able to handle it. I have no problem. Very confident in him. Very confident. They've had four people have been detained for responsible for what happened with Ambassador Stevens, and three other Americans that died along with him. And from what I understand, these are young, like, soccer guys that are really out here doing all this protesting. But you still have Romney and Ryan with the tough talk. Tough talk on Iran. They're protesting the American embassy in Iran right now because the Muslims are. Okay, this is dangerous to our national security. This is dangerous for these guys to be doing all this tough talking while this is going on. That wasn't happening when Bush was, none of this crap was happening when Obama was running, and Obama wasn't doing all this type of talking that these guys are doing. And then here we go again with Ryan talking about, nature and stuff makes our laws and nature and God. I mean, is this guy, are you kidding me? These have to be the two. I don't know why this the lighting for something around here, folks. It's got me going from light to dark, and it's really getting on my nerves. I think I'm gonna have to put a dark thing behind me to keep it from doing that. But let me see if I can change it here, guys. Keep it the way it's supposed to be. And these guys, like I said, if these guys get into office, we're definitely gonna go to another war. I mean, the other day Mitt was talking about 2 wars. Obama ramped down. We're in one war. We have the capability of being in more than one war at a time. I'm not specifically saying what he. I'm specifically saying what he said. But I didn't say it the way he said it. But basically, that's what he said. We had the capability. Now, what does that tell you? To me, that's saying that this guy is ready to go day one. He's ready to go into Iran. Just send our troops into Iran. Because like Obama said, he ain't thinking he's going to just pull his gun and shoot. And then think about the consequences later. Okay, and then everybody's going to hate us because our allies. We have to be in tune with our allies and not just go in to places without offending our allies. Really? But these guys don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that, and they're trying to score political points by saying Obama is weak on national security and foreign policy. How can you be weak on foreign policy when you killed over 20-something Al-Qaeda terrorists And you killed the number one terrorist, the one that Bush didn't even care to get. And Mitt didn't care to get either, because he said, well, we're not going to waste our time. I don't think it's nice for us to waste our time for one person. That one person killed thousands of people. That one person did the most heinous thing. So that right there tells you his foreign policy out the window. We don't want this guy. We don't need this guy. This guy's going to get us killed. He's going to get all of us killed. That's what's going to happen. It's just that simple. Then you had Rumsfeld come on and say something about what Mitt said when Mitt jumped out there. Yeah, he jumped out there. So that right there automatically tells. That's another sign why he does not need to be commander-in-chief, period. Okay, Rumsfeld. Okay, let's see. Syria, Saudi and Syria were attacked while they were in office. They had like eight attacks. 8 to 10 attacks while they were in office. And this the guy that's run his mouth, Rumsfeld. Come on, man. You really on your watch, dude? You man, I tell you, these mugs are so desperate. I'm gonna tell you why they're desperate. Cause in the swing states, Virginia, Florida, Obama's up 5 percentage points. Ohio's up 7 percentage points. And altogether he's up 5 percentage points. He got a bounce coming out of the DNC convention, which Romney was hoping he would get a bounce. He didn't get a bounce. I mean, come on, man. Look at their convention and look at our convention and look how our convention went. You know, Then you think because you hire Alan West and some other guy, 2 black guys who ain't even black for real, to up your black leadership thing, you think that was gonna get you a bounce or something too afterwards, after the convention? Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Nobody black. You're not getting any black vote. You can cancel Christmas. You'd be lucky if you get a 0.5% of black vote. Yeah, you're gonna get Alan Weston and the other guy, but you ain't getting nobody else. Really. So like I said before, like I'm gonna say again, like I've been posting on my Facebook page, if this guy Romney wins, it's gonna be because people were not allowed to vote. And the people that are not being able to allow to vote in these swing states are blacks, elderly, and the youth. And this is a major part of Obama's voting bloc. But still, even then, from what's going on, he should still be able to win. Still be able to win. And I tell you, if he doesn't, we all know. I mean, come on. I mean, look at what they did for Bush to get his second term. Look what they did in Florida. Look exactly what they did in Florida, where his brother, Jeb Bush, ran Florida. Stopping people from voting, telling them, they can't vote, all the polls are closed. Trying to intimidate people. I wish somebody would come and try to intimidate me from going in and voting here in Maryland. I wish they would. I really wish they would. That's some daggone crap if you ever saw it. Don't make no sense. It's getting ridiculous because these guys are saying anything and doing anything, and they're not talking. They're not saying anything. They don't have any solutions. I don't hear any problems. All I hear is, Obama's not doing this, and Obama, all I hear is these little crafty words that their dumb constituents are sitting there clapping to. Bunch of freaking idiots. You know what I'm saying? And it's really it's frustrating because I wish the race was today and was over and done with, so we can move on as a nation and move forward like Obama wants to do. You understand what I'm saying? Because these guys don't want us to move forward. How you going to clap for somebody who wants to get rid of Medicaid, wants to get rid of Social Security, wants to go to war, wants to give tax breaks to the rich? How you going to clap for somebody like that? And y'all ain't none of those rich guys they want to give tax breaks to in their freaking audience clapping. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell these dummies. Yeah, I'm getting real me because it's some bullshit. That's right, I said it. It's some bull. I'm just trying to figure this out here. If you privatize these two things, then that means whoever's going to take them over, whatever company It's going to take them over. They're going to make billions. I mean billions. And the price is going to go up. And it's going to, the service is going to be horrible. It's crazy. It really is. And I don't understand these people on the right. It's like a cult over there. It's like a cult. They down talk us, talking about, oh, Obama's the power. Every president that comes in has the power. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out. Every president that comes in is the president of the United States. And for him to get things done, he has to have 60 votes to pass a bill to get things done. That's it. That hasn't changed. The way they make it sound like Obama just came in for his first 2 years because he had both houses, which his first 2 years, 4 months out of those first 2 years, he had 60 votes. After that, he didn't, because Republicans made sure and they blocked every single thing that he has tried to do. So how is it him being greedy with power and doing this and doing? People, wake the F up. Us Democrats see what's happening. A very big majority of us do. Now, I must say, we probably have some, like I said, we have some that voted for him that now don't, because they are so freaking ignorant. Ignorance is ignorant, because they don't want to find out the facts. They don't want to know how government works. They just want to vote. Now, is it more of, okay, well, I gave the black guy a chance. He hasn't shown me anything, so freaking. Really? Well, let me tell you something. If he gets back into office, the haters, the blockers, which are the Republican Party, they can't continue on this track for another 4 years. They can't. They've gotten everything that they wanted for this 4 years. Their little private meeting they had while he was getting inaugurated, how they were not going to let him do anything. They were going to block, jab, relentless, make him look like he's an idiot, make him look like he's not doing nothing, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's gotten a lot of things done that a lot of people haven't even looked up to see what he's gotten done, because they're idiots, period. And if you don't look and you're just voting because you're listening to Fox and you're listening to the idiots Palin and Hannity and Rush Limbaugh, then you're an idiot. Then you deserve exactly what you get in your life, because you're an idiot. And if those guys get into office, that even proves more that you're even more of a freaking idiot. Okay? Instead of going out here and researching, we have the internet. And don't research. Most of the liberal blogs are not lying. What purpose are we going to serve to lie? We don't want to get rid of Social Security. We don't want to get rid of Medicaid. We don't want to go into another war. We don't want to do that. So what purpose is it for us to lie? We don't want to give tax breaks to the rich. We're not. We don't have all the one percenters backing our campaign that can outspend grassroots people. You got 1 billionaire, you got 3 or 4 or 5 billionaires that can outspend everybody who's donating to Obama. Obama has some billionaires, but they're holding back because they kind of figure that he can win because Romney's doing all these mistakes. But then you got the cheating involved as well. So, it's crazy. Excuse me. But all this fighting, I think it's something that they trumped up, because he wants to argue that Obama is weak on foreign policies. Freaking Sean Hannity and Ann Coulter, and I put this on my Facebook page, Sean Hannity called him a wimp. I think this president's a wimp. You know what they need to do? They need to go straight to Fox. Secret Service needs to go straight to Fox. Snatch him up out of his seat while he's on air. Take him to Guantanamo Bay and waterboard his ass and tell him to keep his mouth shut. Because I guarantee you, If Obama wasn't president, he wouldn't say that crap. He wouldn't call me a wimp. He would stay clear from a black man. Because that's what he is. He's a coward. He's the wimp. He's a coward, plain and simple. Him and every last one of them that work over there at Fox are cowards. The only black friends they have is Warren Williams. And he really ain't their friend. These guys, they kill me. And these are the people who don't care about this great place we call America. Because how can you, when you got a guy who's steady, got his chest poked out like he's bad? Dude, you probably ain't never been in a freaking fight. How you gonna be bad? You ain't never had no gun stuck up in your face. You ain't never been stabbed. None of that. You grew up with a silver and platinum gold spoon in your mouth. And your wife gets up in the convention and act like y'all struggle. Y'all ain't struggle for shit. That is, boy, I tell you, it's, whoa. It's not unbelievable. It's laughable to a certain point. But to sit back and see the crowds that they get, which they're not bigger than Obama and them, because Obama and them were at the White House today, and they had all the Olympics, all the Paralympics there, a whole bunch of them behind him. Yeah. Where they at for Mitt? Mr. I saved the Olympics a few years ago. Man, you ain't do nothing. You ain't do a thing. You ain't do. Yeah, we gotta dig deep into that and find out what, some of the things that you messed up. You know what I'm saying? But you steady running around town, you and your boy running around town. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like that because we down home. We gonna keep it real. You run around town running your mouth like Obama ain't doing nothing. Y'all two idiots probably would have the whole. You probably take all the troops out of Afghanistan and send them over there. Because that's just how idiotic you is. And if you were here, Osama would still be living, still be doing what he's doing. Y'all wouldn't have killed not one Al-Qaeda, just like Bush didn't. No, instead, Bush is getting us killed, getting our troops killed. Yeah, we going into Iraq for nothing. Wasting all money talking about their oil going to pay for the war. We have to end up paying for the war. That money could have been shipped back here to help our economy. Just like you, Mitt, you got your stuff over there and overseas. How many overseas banks you got your stuff in? 3 or 4? Yeah, that money could be over here helping us, but yet you want to help bring the economy up? Really? And then they're talking about, these college students who are living home with their parents, and they can't find a job, and they got degrees. Well, I can remember back in the 80s, late 80s, that was the same problem. We had that same. Yeah, it's more expanded now. It's a larger problem. Wonder why? 8 years of Bush. But back then, a college degree wasn't really worth nothing. And let me tell you why it's not worth nothing. Because you got these daggone business owners, and I'm talking about big business, who rather outsource their jobs instead of hire people with higher education that they're going to have to pay more money. Duh. Now, what would I rather do? Cut my workforce, send my stuff overseas, where I'm only paying where these guys are getting over China, where these guys are getting paid $7 a day to manufacture things that are then shipped back over here? Man, come on. That's a no-brainer. That's me keeping my prices down, me spending, keeping my spending down, and making my revenues, my margin profits go up. Because I'm saving, because first I'm not hiring somebody that I have to pay $20 or more an hour, and I have to keep on paying and keep up with the cost of living. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to keep on paying. I can just send it over. I don't have to worry about the cost of living. I can just send it overseas, outsource it like Mitt's done, send everything overseas and be done with it. Keep the people that I have, get rid of some of the people, downsize, so I can bring my margin profits will go even higher. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And how's any president going to be in boardroom? Like I say, if I'm say I'm the owner of GE, this president, or no other president can tell me. Now he can put a few restrictions on certain things. Like if I hire over here, like Obama wants to do, you'll give me tax credits. If I send overseas, you'll penalize me. You can do things like that to get me to hire. But otherwise, you really can't do nothing. You ain't in my boardroom. You can't tell me what to do. As long as I operate within the law, you can't tell me anything to do. Anything. Now, Mitt Romney said it best. Oh, these companies are doing fine. They know how to get over on the taxes. They're doing it's small business. Yeah, small business can't compete with these big businesses. They don't have the lawyers. They don't have the money to, and they're not making the money to be able to do all of what these big businesses do. Duh. I mean, come on, really? And big businesses have to hire to keep the money flow going. Which goes down to the smaller companies because you got people buying more. It's just to where it's like you got big companies that are hiring, and you got a lot more people eating at Wingstop. You say, yeah, going in there and eating. But I'm just trying to figure out why some people don't understand how business works and how these guys have manipulated. And these big business owners don't want to hire, but they're sitting on $2 trillion, and they don't want to invest in education so we can stay the number one inventors around the world. Some of them are investing in it, but they're just doing it to do it, and it's probably because they're getting a tax write-off for that. So yeah, I'm going to invest in it. I'm getting most of that back. I'm getting 40% of that back or more, maybe even more. It depends. I mean, they're getting over as it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not investing in over here and you're shipping jobs over there, then you're not worried about nothing. All you're worried about is them greenbacks, and that's it. The deaf presidents. You ain't worried about a thing because you're steady getting paid. And that's how it is. But some of these people out here, they vote. They're voting. You got a lot of voting because of race. They just can't stand that there's a black man in office, and they want to get him out of there because the Republicans have painted him as not knowing what he's doing and blocking everything. So they have painted a picture of him that they are satisfied with. But you know what? It's not even working. That's the whole thing. They spending all this money on these negative ads. It's not working. So like I said, the only way they can win is to stop Obama's voting bloc from voting. It's the only way they can win. Otherwise, they can't win. And to cheat. And that's it. Peace out. That's the only way they can win. So, we're going to figure out how to get things done. To stop them from stopping us from being able to vote. They're taking us back to the 60s. It's sickening. It's terrible. Just because you want the White House, because you want to destroy America even more, you guys are the most disturbing, un-American people I've ever seen in my whole life. And the party, like I said, all of that stuff started back in the 80s. Who was president back then? Was it Reagan? Not around Reagan's time. He was back there making backroom deals with Bears and Stearns. All the capitalism stuff started. All of that type of stuff. Yeah. You know, and a diploma hasn't been a diploma and a higher education college degree haven't really been worth anything. Because, like I said, these businesses don't want to hire somebody they've got to pay a lot of money to, unless they really absolutely need you. Otherwise, they don't. But you still got to get it. You still have to educate yourself, because folks, realize this: you can start your own business. It's not hard, especially when you come out of school. You get a good business plan. Now, the only thing is these banks aren't loaning money. That's another thing. You know, but hey, you know, I'll get more deep into that on Monday. It's gonna be a good weekend. Y'all have a good weekend. RG3 baby, he's the one. RG3. Watch the Redskins on Sunday. No, I don't know high expectations, because I still don't trust the Shanahans. This is my pet peeve moment. I still don't trust the Shanahans. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good man's game last week. Let's continue. Like I said, I still don't trust them guys. They still haven't fully gotten me, and I doubt they will ever fully get me. I want to see them gone. It's just my opinion. But RG3, we looking good. Let's see if we can continue this. Redskin for life. That's it, baby. Peace.